Yo, what's going on, everybody? It's your boy, Sechuayo, a.k.a. Coach Bird, and I'm the host of the BYRDCAGE show. Cousin Tracy,
What's up?
we are back at it, episode 116. You hear the music in the background right now because this is the Christmas edition of the BYRDCAGE show. Right off the bat, I just want to wish everybody happy holidays to you and yours. Special guest, sitting on the couch in a cage today. You know what I'm saying? I got the pleasure of calling this guy a friend. I have the pleasure of calling this guy a co-worker. I have the pleasure of experience that we shared on the football field together as coaches, you know what I'm saying? And we're going to let him talk about what he does, what he's doing, and what he's going to do, you know what I'm saying? But if you don't know him, you're about to find out about him. It's my man, Coach Glenn HUTTON Jr. Welcome.
Thank you, man. Thank you. So glad to be here in the BYRDCAGE.
We are in the cage. Before we get started, how's your holiday season going so far? You know what I'm saying? I know we just started our winter break, but what's good with you?
So unfortunately, I don't get a winter break this year without taking vacation days, but I'm going to enjoy what I can. I am, of course, dandy. Holiday season is rough for me, and I know it may be rough for a lot of people, you know, with the fact of technically I'm an orphan, right? No parents, no siblings. So holiday season is kind of, it's a struggle, but you know, we make it do what he do. We having a little family gathering tomorrow.
I can't wait for that.
You know, I'm having a little literally correct going on. You always lose. You know, a few new games we've added to our repertoire this year.
Yeah, okay.
Yeah, so we're ready to go. You know,
Listen.
listen, I'm just happy to make it another year, right?
That's it.
Another year.
That's what it's all about right there. You know what I'm saying? And, you know, just spending time with family and friends is always a good thing. You know, it's good for the soul.
Right.
You know
Real quick, before we get started. Mm-hmm. So, dandy has been a word I've always used in terms of how I'm feeling, right? So, someone called me yesterday and had me on speakerphone.
Okay.
And they was like, yo, Tracy, how you doing? The person, not the person that called me, the person. And I was like, I'm great. And they was like, no, how are you really doing? And I was like, I'm dandy. They was like, we just wanted to hear you say it. Now, these is older people. And I'm like, what? They was like, we love when you say that. I'm like,
yo, we got to get some merchandise. You know what I'm saying?
I'm dandy.
I'm dandy. It's on the way. We're going to get some merchandise. I'm dandy. You know what I'm saying? Wait a minute. When I was going upstairs, see, I'm going to share some things with you, you know what I'm saying? When I was going upstairs, did I hear somebody down here say such an agent was going to be mad because they're not getting their gifts till Friday or something? Did I hear this correct?
Right, because,
did I hear this correctly? What?
Yeah, so what had happened was, a bill came through that I had to take care of. And then, you know, of course, I got to take my grandbabies out of town because we usually in the Caribbean this time of year.
That's true. That is
so
true.
I'm taking them out. And I don't want to be like the grandma that ain't got the bread. So I'm going to hold on to the bread I got. And then Friday, I'm blessing y'all. But listen, here's the thing. Y'all going to be blessed versus what I could have got y'all. Y'all going to get, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah. True.
So, couple days ain't gonna wait.
Right.
Long as my stuff is there tomorrow.
Now, I mean, well, it'll have pass, but Adrian's hoodie ain't come in yet. You know what I'm saying?
Because
I ordered it, but
because he waited to 2 weeks before to say I want this, and he knows shipping right now is crazy.
Yeah. So I guess he'll get that when he get that.
He'll get it when he get it.
But it's on his way. You know what I'm saying? It's on his way.
Yes.
So, bro. Tell our viewers, our audience, a little bit about yourself. You know what I'm saying? Where you come from, schools you went to, all that good stuff.
Yeah.
The young coach, Glenn. Let's talk about that guy.
Yeah. Man, so name Glenn HUTTON, raised in Pine Hill, New Jersey.
Okay.
This small town right next to Sicklerville.
Okay.
That was up until 8th grade. And then we moved to Sicklerville.
Mm-hmm.
So sending school would have been Winslow, but we decided, my parents and we decided to go to Paul Six High School.
Okay.
So
Oh, y'all wanted that parochial education.
She knows about it.
Yeah.
But she was Catholic all the way up to junior year.
Yeah, in the junior year.
Yeah.
Wow.
Catholic.
So went to Paul Six High School. It's crazy because I thought that I was going to go to Camden Catholic at the time.
Okay.
Because this is 2004.
Okay.
You know what I'm saying? And so I think Dennis Kaderi was a head coach at Camden Catholic at the time. So I'm thinking, I'm about to go to Camden Catholic. At the time, Camden Catholic was the place to be.
Right, yeah.
Football.
They was rocking out there.
You know what I'm saying? So I was like, yeah, I'm about to go to Camden Catholic. Then my dad was like, my mom and dad, they was like, we're going to look at Paul 6. I was like, Paul? I said, what? I never even heard of Paul 6. I said, who's Paul 6? But went on a visit and everything. And my dad was like, I'm telling you, this is the place to be. Like it's starting to turn around. Coach John Doherty started to turn the program around and stuff like that.
You played for Coach Doe?
Yeah, played for Coach Doe.
I know that. I don't think I knew that.
Because I think he got there around 03, I guess.
Okay.
And then my freshman year was 05.
Okay.
So I was a year behind Jonathan Grimes is like the big name, running back name coming out. So I was a year behind him.
Okay.
Yep. So we would go from Sicklerville to Paul 6 every morning. Bus would come to the crib at like 6 a.m. So we had to get up early. It was definitely a sacrifice, you know what I'm saying? But and an adjustment too.
Right.
So yeah, man. So went to Paul 6 High School. My younger brothers, they went there too.
Okay.
And then graduated from Paul 6, played football, then ended up getting a scholarship to play football at Bloomsburg University. D2 school in the PSAC. Shout out to the PSAC. And then played 4 years there. Played wide receiver at Bloomsburg. Played quarterback at Paul 6. And graduated with a degree. Had an opportunity to have an NFL pro day after I graduated from Bloomsburg. And
now, how was that? Like, you know what I'm saying? I know guys talk about their pro days and stuff like that. I mean, I know that gotta be like exciting. You know what I'm saying? Like.
Man, I used to tell people like, any job interview I've been on is nothing compared to a pro day.
Gotcha.
You know what I'm saying? I was like, the real job the real interview that you should be kind of like, man, like I'm about to actually do this.
Right.
Is like when, for my experience, 20 to 25 NFL coaches with their stopwatch at the end, and they wait to see what your time is. Right. And the difference between a 4.56 and a 4.62 makes every difference in the world. Wow. You know what I'm saying?
So I heard you. I'm sorry, Coach. I heard you said you got a degree. What is your degree in?
Yeah, I got a major. I majored in finance and I minored in economics.
Okay.
Yep. Yeah. So, and I did that because I went in doing accounting, and then after my first semester, I was like, man, I think I'm gonna switch this up. Accounting's a little, you know what I'm saying? I'm like, man, it's a little too much. Then everybody was telling me that finance is like a prerequisite for accounting. It's like the tip of the iceberg.
Okay.
So I was like, you know what? I'm gonna do finance. So I ended up finishing with finance, and then I ended up picking up a minor in economics. So it was all good.
That's what's
so I'm gonna tell you before we go on. I'm gonna tell you a little tidbit about parochial high school.
Yeah.
So my parents were devout Catholics, right? Mm-hmm. So we went to Catholic school our whole life. My sister graduated from high school in '82, so that means freshman year in high school would have been '78 maybe. So she thought about going to Paul 6.
Yeah. Yeah.
So my parents had to go through an interview.
Yeah.
And because my father was a manager at Bell Atlantic, it kind of weighed, and plus we had the Catholic church that we was part of kind of behind us.
Wow.
But it was just so discriminatory, them and Bishop Eustace, right? Yeah. It was so discriminatory that my sister ended up going to Holy Cross in Delran.
That's crazy.
So I say that to say, have the times changed. You know what I mean? Because now, for our kids coming out of the city who are not even Catholic faith-based, Paul 6 is an option.
Right.
Paul 6, and it was crazy because we were Catholic-based, and my dad had a really good job, and we were at a dual-parent household, and they still scrutinized us. And that was, I'm talking 77, 78. Yeah. So now, I know they walking through them halls like, what the?
That's crazy. To your point, I thank Coach Doe so much, our high school head coach, because as I think back on it now, like, he played a very instrumental role in making us feel comfortable in the hallways. And I just remember just like being tight knit to my teammates, and I honestly think like he made the experience for us. We always felt like he had our back.
That's
honestly,
right,
really.
right.
So shout out to Coach Doe, man, because he
Yeah,
played a very instrumental role in us like going to Paul 6 and being successful and enjoying the time.
Right.
Yeah, that's what's up.
Yeah.
But I just had to give you a little tidbit on how drastically that changed.
Yeah.
Coach Doe coaches football at Pennsauken now, and also he's a guidance counselor. Like a daughter, our daughter's a guidance counselor at the high school. So Faze know Coach Doe. He's a cool dude. We might have to get him on the show.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? That's what's up. So after Paul 6, we went to college on scholarship, football wise. After the pro day, what was you thinking? Like, all right, what do I do now? what was the next plan looking like?
Man, I had no idea, to be honest with you. Because like I said, I got my degree. And then I had my exit interview with my college coach at the end of the year, as soon as the season was over. And we had came off a great year. We won the PSAC championship, so that was different. And so I played with a lot of good players.
Now let's get back into the coaching thing. So you started out at Paul 6 with Coach Doe, coaching receivers. How long did you do that?
Man, so I had the wide receivers wide receivers just for that year.
Okay.
And then I'll never forget it. He sent me a text after the season was over. So this is 2014. I had the wide receivers. Spring of 2015, he sends me a text. Hey man, are you busy? I'm like, nah, what's up? Calls me. He was like, man, what do you think about being offensive coordinator? I said, what? I said, I only been coaching for a year.
Right.
He's like, yeah, I know, man, but I think you got the mind, like you know the offense, all this other stuff. So now, mind you, I didn't even have my set offense. Right. All I had was what I know, what we did in high school, what I did in college, and I coached the receivers for a year. Right. So I said, yeah.
Of course you should have.
Yeah. I said, yeah. So here we are. Now I'm the offensive coordinator, second year, coaching a high school.
Yeah, it's crazy. That's crazy. Now, OC at Paul 6.
Yep.
Were you the head coach at Paul 6 for a second?
So then Coach Doe ends up resigning December 2015. So I'm like, dang, so I don't know what I'm about to do next. Right. I get a text from another coach that was on staff at the time, Coach Ray Kenny. He was my coach when I was a freshman. When I was a freshman, he was my head coach. He sends me a text, yo, go for the job. I'm like, what? Again.
Right.
Like what?
In 3 years, like 3 years.
So I go for the job, interview, I come in second. Right? Come in second. I'm told that, because at the time, this is 2015, so I'm only 25.
Right, okay.
And so I was told that I was just a little too young, not enough experience. I was like, cool. Right? So they hire another guy, bring him in. He decides to keep me on staff because he saw how well we played against Don Bosco Prep the previous year. He's like, man, I want to keep you on as OC. Cool. So I stay on as OC. Few things happened that year, man, as he's a head coach. Long story short, he ends up resigning halfway through the year in October. This is October 2016. I then get elevated to head coach.
Wow.
So I was like, man, back in the spring, I was too young.
Right.
Right now,
they had no option.
They had no option.
God's plan, right?
God's plan. You know what I'm saying?
Facts,
so that's how I became the head coach, and then I ended up being the head coach for 2 more years after.
Okay.
So where are you now?
Yeah. So right now I'm at MOTEP Charter over in North Philly. Yeah.
We got a connection with MOTEP, and we just had my cousin
Dave
the
basketball
coach.
Oh,
girls basketball coach.
Yeah, that's right.
That's my cousin. Yeah, we just had him on 2 episodes ago.
So you MOTEP head football coach?
Not head football coach, offensive coordinator.
Offensive coordinator. Okay.
Now, in between those stops, that's when you came to Pennsauken.
Yes, that's why I came to Pennsauken. Yep. So after the 2 years being the head coach at Paul 6, I'll tell you why I decided to resign. We was playing against Camden High, and we got blown out by like 6. Like it was like 61-3.
Right.
Right. And so I asked somebody in administration, I said, hey, do you think that the administration is concerned that we lost by this many points?
Right.
And when she said no,
Oh.
I said, this ain't my place.
This ain't.
I'm in the wrong spot.
Well, it's not it is, but it ain't an athletically charged institution.
Yeah.
They're not supposed to be athletic charged. They're supposed to be academically charged. Right. But what's been happening is because athletics in this South Jersey region has such a big pull politically and financially, they kind of converted, right? You know what I mean? You kind of got to do the conversion. So, I mean, I can understand why she said it because my senior and them probably, they ain't the ones that's really watching. It's the board. The board that know they need to make the athletics so they can get more funding. Right. Because we gotta remember they closing Catholic schools by the boatload. You know what I mean? So we gotta get the political draw so we can get the financial money to keep, because I hate to say this and I hope I don't offend nobody, Catholicism ain't the way no more. So we ain't got so many people going to church giving up their tithes and and giving all of that. And you know what I'm saying?
Wow.
You know what I mean? So so
that's a good point.
You gotta bring in. So athletics is money, man. It's money grab.
As a competitor, I might have had to bounce too. You know what I'm saying? Especially with that type of answer.
Attitude,
because they're not.
And I get it because that's right.
Like if I go ask, like I need a new sled for practice, they be like, yeah, whatever.
Yeah, that's currently not on the budget. We will see if we can get it in next year. But my thing to you is to go from not thinking about coaching to elevate it in 3 to 4 years.
It was crazy.
Yeah, you got that bug on your butt. So now you like, I want to win somewhere. And if it ain't going to be here, it's going to be somewhere.
Right.
So, Pensauken, you was an OC.
Yep.
What we do? 3 years together? 4 years? What was it?
We did 3 years together. We did 2019, 2020, and 2021.
Okay.
Yep.
Those were good seasons for y'all, right?
Well, they did all right. They did all right.
What was the year was the big co-red thing?
2019 we went 5-5.
Right.
We had that's why.
That's what we had. Yeah.
2020 was a COVID year.
It was COVID, right?
Oh, that's all. Yeah.
So really, I wasn't really the only. I was the OC for 2 full years.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Right. 2021 was good for us.
Yeah.
Because we ended up running into Millville.
Right. That's right. That's right. In the semis. Yep.
And we had So because we had Khalil, we had Johnny, we had Elijah, Dante was at quarterback. So 2021 was a year.
Yeah, that was pretty decent.
Yeah.
I remember when Johnny got the pick.
Yup.
I was like, oh, we gonna win.
Yup.
And then it was like like Mission College and school days. They went up 7-0. Final score 77-7.
Yeah.
Millville was good that year though.
Yeah, they won.
I think they won the whole thing.
They won the whole thing
that year.
And I said to myself after that year, I was like, you know what? I was like, man, we just ran into one of the top teams in the state.
I wasn't know we could.
You know,
they
were better than us that year. Yeah, because I felt like if we didn't run into them,
we could have won.
We could have met them.
Met them at the championship.
I personally felt like.
Yeah, definitely.
So let's go into. I always pronounce this school wrong. Imhotep.
Yeah.
I always pronounce that wrong.
Yeah.
Always. And
we know what you mean.
And I be practicing, and I be doing the phonics, and so. How is it over there?
Yeah. Oh man, I love it at Imhotep.
And it's your second year, right? Over there?
Just finished second year.
Just finished second year.
Yup.
How'd y'all finish?
Oh man.
Score-wise?
How they finish? 15 and up? Does that answer your question?
State title.
State title? 15 and up?
5A state champs.
5A state champs?
Yeah. You getting jewelry? Do y'all get jewelry over there?
Listen, rings just got fitted on Tuesday.
Ain't this about something?
Yeah.
When
y'all need a water girl?
I need a can I be the media guy? We can do the announcers. We can announce the games.
Yes. I can do like athlete interviews.
Yeah, we just gotta get on staff somehow.
So I can get a ring.
Now, did you know about the school before you went there? Like, did you have any idea what you was going into?
Man, so I had an idea.
Okay.
I knew from the outside looking in. I knew that football was taken very seriously.
Okay.
I had already knew about the basketball side of things.
Yep.
And I knew football was very competitive. and they were fighting for like to be on that national stage as well.
Right.
So that's what I didn't know. And to be honest with you, I had saw the posting that they were looking for an offensive coordinator, and my initial thought was, nah, it's a little too much.
Okay.
I'm cool here at
Right.
Purcell.
Okay.
You know what I'm saying? We had just came off a good year in 2021. And I was like, you know what? I'm comfortable here.
Right.
You know?
Can't be. Too young for that.
Yeah. That was my initial thought, right?
It can't be.
Yeah. So 2 weeks went by, and like the feeling, like it didn't leave me. It was like pressed on my heart.
God's plan.
I was like, man. So what I did was I ended up reaching out to somebody who wasn't on the staff then, but was previously on the staff that I knew. I was like, man, did they make a decision yet as far as being an OC or who they were going to bring in as OC? And he got back to me. He was like, they ain't stuck around the interviews, but they ain't decide yet.
Okay.
So this was like on a Tuesday, and they were like, man, can you interview on Monday? I was like, sure.
Right.
You know. And then so at that point, I'm like, it's crazy that I'm actually interviewing because I didn't think that, you know, I had everything together.
Gotcha.
To be honest with you.
Gotcha.
You know what I'm saying? So in my mind, I was like, the worst that can happen is I could get some interview experience.
Right.
They say no. Now I can kind of know where I'm at.
Gotcha.
You know what I'm saying? I go in the interview. Had 2 rounds of interviews. They was like, man, you got the job. I was what? I was like, yo, that's crazy. So that's kind of how it happened.
Listen, it's all of this coming together. It's your destiny.
Yeah,
it's crazy.
It's your destiny.
Definitely. Now with the success that y'all just had, because y'all was pretty good your first year there, right?
We ended up making it to the state final, and we lost to a team called Palm Richland.
Okay.
They're like 20 minutes north of Pittsburgh.
Okay.
Yeah. So we ended up losing the state final last year, which was my first year.
Right. Gotcha. And now 15-0.
And you won.
Me and Cousin Tracy trying to get some rings somehow.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Like, how do you maintain that success now? You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. I think you got to be process oriented.
Okay.
I really do. I think so. So this past year, we had a lot of returning starters on offense. I think we had 10 returning starters. So I think it was a lot of juice on the offensive side of the ball as far as like, man, let's get back to where we left off. You know what I'm saying? And let's just like finish the drill. So our head coach, Devin Johnson, shout out to Devin Johnson. He set the bar. He said this year was going to be get it done.
Okay.
So we got it done.
Right.
And so, but I think the way we got it done was we started off just process oriented. It started out in the weight room in February. The day after the Super Bowl, we was in the weight room, making sure we squatting right.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Make sure we doing our bench presses right.
Right.
Like everything had to be correct.
Gotcha.
You know what
Are
I'm
you
saying?
working on your mental?
Oh yeah. We absolutely listen, so we do brain training.
Okay.
Yeah, we do brain training. And so our kids have brain training once a week, and they go through Sister Shirley Posey. She's the one that does the brain training. She's the head of STEM program at our school. And so she has them go through brain training once a week. And so that's how we work on the mental aspect of our athletes.
Gotcha.
Listen, y'all hear that?
Yeah.
Jersey,
Yeah.
y'all better,
right. You know what I'm saying?
y'all better get it together.
You feel me? Jeez. Now, before we move on and come bring this to a close in a little bit, can you please explain, because you explained it to me, I remember we had this conversation, because Jersey and over there in PA, the playoffs is a whole, like, you can win the city chip and then the state chip, and because, so can you just quickly break that down? Like, for those that don't know.
Right, so I had to get used to it too, because, you know, coming from Jersey.
Right.
I had to get used to it too. Yeah, so essentially you got your, so Emma Chip Charters in we're a charter school, but we're still in the pub league. You know what I'm saying? So we play the pub league, and so we'll get like 5 pub games, and we'll get like 4 games that are outside the pub that we kind of just get to choose to schedule.
Gotcha.
You know, like out of state games
Right. And
then after that, you have to win the pub championship, right? And then after the pub championship, you have the city championship, right? So this year, or the past 2 years, we played against Roman Catholic for the city chip.
Okay.
And the city chip takes the pub winner and the Catholic winner,
Okay.
and you guys play for the city.
Right.
That's essentially what it is.
Got you.
Right. And so so that's the city chip. And then once you get out the city, then you play for the state. So you got your quarterfinal, semifinal, and then the state chip.
Okay.
So y'all, so it's like y'all playoffs is kind of like.
Yeah. So like we have 9 regular season scheduled games, and then we had 6 playoff games.
Cause you got to do pub league, city. Then you got to do, and then you got to do first round, second round, and then.
Yep. So it's quarterfinal, semifinal, state, and with the state final is it's whoever comes out the West, because it's the way Pennsylvania does it. It's like a round of like, it's kind of like March Madness.
Okay.
Like it's like bracket.
Okay.
You know, you just got to make it out your bracket.
Okay.
You know what I'm saying? And so then the winner out of the East plays a winner out of the West.
Got you.
You know, so in the state championship, you know, you play the winner out the West. It could be a team. Like I said, this year we played against Peters Township. They were 20 minutes south of Pittsburgh.
Okay.
You know what I'm saying? So that's who you play for the state.
That's what's up.
Yeah.
It's a lot of football for high school.
Yes,
That's
yeah.
a lot of football.
That's what I'm
for
saying.
high
It's
school.
like y'all
15
play.
15
Yeah.
games. That's college schedule, like, you know.
And we had a bye, so we could have played 16.
Wow.
Yeah.
That's what's up.
Yeah.
Now, future plans. You know what I'm saying? I know you kind of, from what I'm getting from the pieces that I didn't know. You know what I'm saying? It's just like God just been laying stuff on your heart.
That's
you know what I'm
essentially
saying?
it's not
Like
even
so,
me, man.
like
Yeah.
that's all. So, future wise, you want to try to take this to the next level? Was college, coaching in college, things of that nature? You know what I mean? Or just figuring it out for right now?
Man, so I'm still trying to figure it out because up until so I got married in 2020 during COVID, right? And so before you're married, it's only you.
Right.
So now when it comes to everything going forward, I think about my wife and my son.
Gotcha.
You know what I'm saying? Is this going to be like, are they going to benefit out of this too?
Gotcha.
You know what I'm saying? And if it's a no, then I'm not doing it.
Right.
If it's a yes, then all right, we can look into it.
Gotcha.
Right. So, and the nature with college football right now is like absolutely crazy. Like the conversations I have with a lot of these coaches, man, like they ain't never home.
Right. Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Well,
like, I don't know if I want that.
Right.
but unfortunately, and I'm gonna say unfortunately, being a coach at one point, but it was just girls, but being around all my male cousins and friends are coaches, right?
Yeah.
Even on a high school level, you're never home.
Yeah.
Like
That's
it's
true.
your family knows.
Yeah.
During this season,
Yeah.
don't schedule, don't book, don't ask, don't require. I'm not your +1. I see you when you get home, and that's just what it is. So, I don't know your wife, and God bless her, but any woman that dates a coach, and I know I got a lot of women that follow the BYRDCAGE. Any woman that dates a coach, you got to know what you're getting into, especially if the coach is dreaming big, because you're young, and the sky can be the limit for you. You know what I mean? And it's the nature of the beast. Like, and it's crazy because I remember like one of my closest friends who was a coach, and he takes sports really, really serious. He would be like, "Yo, sis, I need you to go to the jewelry store and buy this, because I ain't been home. And Christmas is coming. Just make it nice." You know what I mean? And it's crazy because, like,
It is. It's the nature of the beast.
And if you think about that, the next level is even
it's
crazier.
worse, right? Because you're traveling.
Right.
So,
Crazier.
I mean,
Right.
I just would say this to you, and just meeting you, and I'm fortunate for the opportunity, but I just say, don't put a glass on your roof. Wherever God takes you, just pray about it, discuss it with your wife, and just know whatever decision you decide to make, it definitely is His plan for you and your family, and you guys are gonna be okay.
Thank you.
I had to drop a bomb on that one. I'm sorry. What was it again?
She started preaching to me.
Yeah, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Don't
Don't put a
hit
glass top on your roof.
a
Yeah.
Another one.
Because
Wow.
if it'll shatter, right?
Yeah,
You just want it,
wow,
don't put it
that's-
on there. Just, let it
I
do
don't
its
have
I
to
work.
appreciate that.
She-
And I will say, my wife is very understanding. Like every time I've told her, like, I want to coach her. She be like, all right, like let's do it.
And
like,
this-
she been a rider.
Right. That's what's up.
And it's crazy because I don't even date a coach or an athlete, but I date someone who controls a facility for coaches and athletes.
Yeah.
And he's like, September to May, it ain't about nothing.
Yeah.
People be like, he's not, he don't, listen, I don't even ask.
Yeah.
I got Dallas coming up. I just listen. Hey, I'm gonna send you a picture on my way out the door. I don't even ask.
Yo, it's crazy though, because to your point, it's forced our family to like really have a schedule and make sure we do all the things like outside of that comes with coaching, like in the beginning of the year. So from like January to essentially July. The first 6 months, we do all that, you know what I mean? Then once camp starts,
it's a wrap.
You know what I mean? So we make sure we take advantage of it at the top of the year.
Right, and it's crazy because I'm a retired police officer. So I was this young lady at one of the toy drives that we were doing the other night.
Right.
And she was like, I didn't think I was gonna be at work this long. I said, baby, let me tell you something. I'm giving you straight up advice. Celebrate Christmas whatever day you off. And I said, I didn't realize till my children, my daughter was in college. And because copping is just like coaching, you ain't never home. You could go home, you can go to work at 7, thinking you getting off at 5, you may not get off till midnight, 1 in the morning. So that's how this Christmas Eve family gathering became to be. Because I just would lock that day in. Open toys, we celebrate with it, because I don't know what's gonna happen tomorrow. Right? So my thing is, like I told her, I said, whatever this week, you got a whole week. You don't have to celebrate Christmas on the 25th. Who said Jesus was actually born on the 25th? And listen, we don't even know what that day was. Just break out that moment and spend that day. And she was like, Miss Trace, I never thought about that. I said, the kids don't care what it is, as long as they get the full day. Just whatever that day is, just make sure it's the full day. And it's like that with coaching. Whatever that day is, make it the full. Whatever that vacation can happen, just make it happen. And they want to know what it is during the season. But they know my dad said May is our month. So we want to go here, and here, and we want to get it done in May. Right? So
that's good. She always gets on me because I coach all 3. So
and when he gets the 2 weeks break, he got a 2-week break before every season. And I'm like, get out here. It's time to get out. Come on, let's go. Let's go. So we even trying to schedule next year's family vacation around his break. You know what I mean? And we don't have no problem doing it. But you can't. You gotta move. Like I don't want to. We got 2 weeks. We gotta go. We gotta get it in. Gotta get it in.
She makes sure I get it in.
Gotta get it in. Gotta get it in.
She makes sure I'm outside, as they say. Like, come on out here, cuz.
Right.
Listen, I was telling, we joke because my son's college coach, his brother was getting married.
Oh.
His brother. Woo, hold on.
Yeah.
The wife wanted to get married in November.
Yeah.
Now, I don't know if you know much, and I'm gonna put the team out there, but they're Del Valle University, right? They always win the MEAC, whatever that Group 3.
Oh yeah. Coach Greco. Yeah.
My homeboy.
Yeah.
My homeboy.
He recruited me out of high school.
Hold on.
Oh, did he?
Yeah.
My son ended up playing for him.
Okay.
So my homeboy, he said, Tracy, my brother's wife had a nerve to say she wanted to get married in November. I'm the best man. I told my dad and my brother, give somebody else the spot. It's football season. Guess what his brother told his wife? Wedding date changed. If my brother not there, changed it. They changed it. Changed it.
Like February or something.
I said, I know. He said, I told my brother, I can't.
Sorry, bro. I can't. I got a coach.
He said, and the wife understood, but the wife ain't even his wife. The wife is the brother's wife.
That's crazy.
And she understood. She was like, and his dad take pictures for the team, so the whole family might not be there. So,
that's what's up. Yeah.
But so you know that coaching thing is amazing.
If you're gonna do it, and you're gonna do it right, and you want to be successful in doing it, it definitely is a big commitment. So I just want to say that to any young
coaches,
guys that's thinking about getting to this coaching thing. Make sure you think about it, and you know what I'm saying, like, because it is a commitment. You know what I'm saying?
And think about your life, what you want from your life.
Right.
Because it becomes a priority because you're a mentor. And them kids, them boys look up to you. And you never know when they might coach.
Right.
I got dropped off and I don't got to ride home. And if I don't get home by a certain time, my parents, who gonna pick them up? Or who gonna send the Uber?
That's true. Especially in high school. I remember the one year I coached football at Canton High with Savage, and Ross was on that staff. He had just got let go before he went to Arizona or something. But anyway, he coached that one year. He was the DC, and I remember when he went back to the NFL, to the league, and we was talking. He was just like, "Man, listen, I love the fact that all I do is coach football now." He's like, high school, I had to feed kids, I had to pick kids. It was stuff off the field that he was like, it was like I had kids of my own. Like, you know what I'm saying? He was like, NFL, you just coach football. You know what I'm saying? You just coach football. So, so yeah, definitely. So, I mean, I love coaching. Obviously, he loves coaching. She loved coaching when she was coaching. I don't think she's done, but she's just taking a break. You know what I'm saying? But
God bless you and your family.
Yes. Coaching is definitely a nice profession to get into if that's something that you want to do, you want to look into. But
and change lives.
And change lives.
Change lives. You change lives.
Definitely change lives. Got any shout outs, anything before we get out of here?
Man, I want to shout out first off my wife, Alicia Hutton. I love you. I want to shout out Coach Devin Johnson, head coach at MOTEP Charter. I want to shout out Coach Clinton Tad, giving me an opportunity.
Yes, you know, he just got inducted to the South Jersey Coaches Hall of Fame. You know what I'm saying? Congrats on that. Coach.
I want to shout him out. And then, man, just everybody who's given me an opportunity to just coach, to lead an offense, and just help me out along the way. You know, I'm sure, you know, as we realized, as I was talking about my story, like, it always took somebody.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Like, you ain't never gonna make life on your own.
Right, true.
It always gonna take somebody.
True.
You know, so shout out to everybody who's has just helped me along the way.
That's what's up. What's up. Well, I definitely appreciate you taking some time. You know what I'm saying? Hopping on the BYRDCAGE. Oh, wait a minute. This is birthday today. Happy birthday, you know what I'm saying? Happy birthday, you know what I'm saying? So it's not only a Christmas edition, it's the birthday boy edition.
Happy birthday.
Happy birthday, you know what I'm saying? I appreciate you, you know what I'm saying? Glad I can call you a friend, you know what I'm saying? Glad you can fix my technology. My smart board. You know what I'm saying? That's what's up, but we appreciate you, you know what I'm saying? Definitely appreciate you. Shouts out to Coach Tad once again, getting inducted to the Hall of Fame. That's big. You know what I'm saying? We be joking. He's like, ain't you supposed to be like, you're supposed to be dead before you get inducted to the Hall of Fame. I was like, nah, man, you should be alive. You know what I'm saying?
That sound like so terrible.
You know what I'm saying?
Oh my God.
Like, you're a living legend. And I'm gonna put this out here because it was announced at the ceremony we was at, so I ain't saying nothing that is not out there in the public already. Pensacola High School is naming the track after Coach Tad.
Ooh,
yeah.
that's a big
deal. So it's gonna be McEnany Stadium, but Clinton Tad, the third track. You know what I'm saying?
Wow,
so
that's crazy.
Shouts out to Coach Tad. You know what I'm saying? Definitely shouts out to Coach Tad. Cousin Tracy, thank you. You know what I'm saying? Thank you. There is no BYRDCAGE without you. You know, I love you. I cannot wait till tomorrow when we get to hang out and eat and play some games and, you know, enjoy each other's company. You know what I'm saying? It's always a good time in the Hall of States. You know what I'm saying? Shouts out to my squad. You know what I'm saying? Growing pains a little bit right now. We're 2-3, but we're going to turn that around. You know what I'm saying? The guys are getting valuable experience, if not for this year, definitely for next year, because they're all coming back. You know what I'm saying? So we working hard. You know what I'm saying?
So again, happy holidays to everyone out there. As the year is ending and we're moving into a new year, just take the opportunity to try to be the best version of you. And I'm gonna say to everyone, including my young man sitting here, just always remember, dream big, and big dreams do come true.
That's a biggie. I think that's the record. Usually it's one air horn. I think we up to, what was that, 4 right there?
Yeah, it's the holiday. I'm feeling jovially.
A lot of gems.
Yes,
a lot
of gems. You know what I'm saying? So, one more thing. My niece, Tatum, this time. I tell her, Taylor's going to college. Tatum, she's a freshman at Collinswood High. She starts on the varsity squad. She dropped 19 in a win the other day, so shouts out to Tatum. I'm telling you, because Tatum can go. You know what I'm saying? Tatum can go.
Listen, my
Tatum
knucklehead scoring buckets, but her attitude is so horrible. I don't even know. I didn't even know she scored the other day. But we working on that. We're working on her mental toughness and understanding her role, because apparently being the captain is a lot for her, and carrying the team is a lot for her. But listen, we're going to get it together. But we got some athletes in this family.
Yes, we do.
We got these athletes. Yeah, she dropped 18 the other day, and I didn't even know it. I was too busy yelling at her. Everything else, I didn't even see the 18.
I didn't see the 18.
I thought she scored none.
That's what's up. So, once again, I am Sexuayo, aka Bird. I'm the host of the BYRDCAGE show, the lovely cousin TRACEY, episode 116, the Christmas edition and the birthday boy edition, you know what I'm saying? Thank you, and we will talk to you soon.
It was a stone groove, my man.